I don't know why, but I'm always the one people come to with their creepiest stories. Maybe it's because I actually listen. Maybe it's because I don't judge. But over the years, I've collected more than just stories. I've collected moments that stick with you. Stories that crawl under your skin and just stay there. Some are things I've overheard. Some are things people have pulled me aside and whispered late at night. Some are things I wish I hadn't been told. So I started writing them down. And now, I'm telling them here. This one came from a guy I used to work with. He wasn't the type to believe in anything. But this story, it shook him. And when he told it to me, it shook me too. Let's get into it. Back in 2019, this guy, let's call him Marcus, and his cousin James went hiking behind his grandfather's property in West Virginia. Marcus had spent every summer out there as a kid. He knew the woods. He'd hunted rabbits there, made forts, got lost a few times and learned how to find his way back. That's why what happened scared him so much. They were about 4 miles in, heading toward a dried creek bed, when James stopped and said, "Do you see that?" Through the trees, maybe 200 feet away, was a house. Old, wooden, faded white paint. 2 stories. Porch caved in on one side. A crooked weather vane spinning slowly on the roof, even though there was no wind. Marcus swore that house had never been there before. And this wasn't a huge forest. If there had been a house, they would have seen it years ago. But now it was just there, sitting in a clearing like it had grown out of the ground. Curiosity got the better of them, of course. They stepped up onto the porch, which groaned under their weight. No lock on the door, just one of those old ceramic knobs. When Marcus turned it, it opened without resistance. Inside smelled like stale air, pine wood, and dust, but not rot, not mold. It didn't smell abandoned. In fact, it looked like someone still lived there. Plates set neatly on the kitchen table, silverware in place, a pitcher of what looked like water, but was completely still, like glass, and a radio in the corner emitting soft white noise. The wallpaper was peeling. There was a framed photo on the wall of a family, but their faces were scratched out, all of them. They explored the downstairs, a living room, a dining room, a narrow hallway with old paintings and faded rugs. When they reached the staircase, Marcus said he got the worst feeling he's ever felt in his life, like his chest was caving in. That's when James whispered, "Do you hear that?" A slow, dragging sound. Footsteps from upstairs. Not walking. Dragging. They bolted out of the house. They ran so fast they didn't even shut the door. Marcus didn't look back until they were nearly 100 yards into the woods. When he did, the house was still there, but it felt like it was watching them. They got back to the property, breathless. When Marcus checked the time on his phone, he felt sick. It said 6:46 p.m. They'd left for the hike around 3 p.m. He said it felt like they were in that house for maybe 15 minutes tops, but they'd lost over 3 hours. The next day, they went back, retraced the exact path, even used GPS to make sure they found the same clearing. But there was no house, not a wall, not a stone, just a patch of dead grass and a few broken branches. They walked in circles for over an hour, swearing they were in the right place. But it was gone. Back at the house, Marcus told his grandfather what they'd seen. His grandfather didn't laugh, didn't even blink. He just said, "That lot's always been strange. Nothing grows right over there." A few weeks later, Marcus was scrolling through his photo gallery, looking for something completely unrelated. He saw a photo he didn't remember taking. It was him and James, standing inside the house, smiling. And in the background, partially visible in the hallway, was a third figure. Too tall, too thin, completely blacked out, just standing there. He deleted it right away. He never went back. So yeah, not every haunted house wants to scare you. Some just want to be remembered. And if you ever find one that wasn't there yesterday, don't go inside, because when it disappears, you might go with it. Subscribe if you want more stories like this. And if you've got one of your own, I'm listening.